chicken. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Dennis Noansavan, and today we are going to be cooking some Thai curry today. This Thai curry is different from your typical curry you see at Thai restaurants. It's not green curry, it's not massaman curry. It's a curry from the northern side of Thailand. Very simple to make, very easy. You just need a couple ingredients and it's very simple. Everybody has their own different variations of it, but I'm going to show you my recipe and show you how easy it is for you to do. So let's get started and go.
Okay, so we're going to prep up some vegetables for the curry. First thing you're going to do is cut up half an onion, nice small dices. Make sure you take your time when you're cutting vegetables if you're not good with a knife. It's not a speed contest, just take your time for safety reasons. I like to prep up vegetables first just because it's easier to clean up. There's no contamination with the meats. All you gotta do is prep up the veggies, and then you can get right into the protein without wiping down the cutting board or cleaning up, just because there'll be no contamination at all. Next, we're going to cut up some lemongrass. All you need is one stalk. I like to use the back of the knife to break it open so it releases some of the juices. And then we're going to slice it nice and thin. It doesn't have to be too perfect, but we're going to be putting it into the mortar and pestle and pounding it out. So just take your time, just releasing the juices and chopping nice and thin so it's easier for you to pound out. Ingredient that we have is turmeric. You can buy turmeric at your Asian grocery store, or you could buy the powdered turmeric. But I prefer using fresh turmeric just because it makes the curry more fresh, but and tastier pretty much, and more aromatic. It also has great health benefits. It's good for inflammation, but it's really delicious. Just use a spoon to scrape out the skin like ginger. And then all we're going to do is just dice it up or cut it up in small pieces and throw it in the mortar and pestle. Like I said, we're going to be pounding it out with the curry paste as well. Next ingredient that we have is the red curry paste, Thai brand called Mae Ploy. You can buy it at your Asian grocery store. I used about 2 tablespoons of the curry paste. Save yourself the headache and buy this curry paste. It works well. What we're going to do is we're going to be pounding paste with veggies that we cut up. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, you could use a little blender, but it's going to make it too smooth. Use a mortar and pestle. What it's doing is it leaves some chunky pieces for good texture, but also it breaks down and releases the juices a lot better. That's the main thing we want to do when we're pounding out the vegetables with the curry paste. As you can see, it's incorporated with the paste, but has chunky pieces, and like I said, we want to release the juices. Next, we're chopping up the chicken. I'm using about 2 pounds of chicken with the bone. The bone gives more flavor to the broth. I like it with the bone. If you don't like using the bone, you can definitely use chicken breast or whatever, but about 2 pounds of just chopping them up. Next, we're going to add the curry paste into the chicken and pretty much just marinate it and mix it all together. Make sure you're using your hands. Using your hands is a lot better way of just getting all the flavor into the chicken. And just keep working it until you get it all over, and have fun with it. Even though I'm using a glove, I'm still washing my hands to make sure I'm super clean. Make sure you marinate your chicken to 30 minutes to an hour. The longer, the better. Now we're going to start cooking, guys. So the cooking is very simple. Prepping the veggies is easy. Cooking is very simple. We're going to heat up a pot with about 1/4 cup of oil. This curry usually just uses oil and water. Make sure the oil is heated up well, not too hot where you're burning the chicken, but not too low where you're boiling the chicken. You want to have some nice color and sear to the chicken as you cook it with the oil. You should hear a nice sizzle. Ah, there you go. You hear that? That's the sound you should be hearing right there. Okay, guys? Be careful when you are putting it into the pot so the oil doesn't splash at you, or burn you. But that's the sound. That's the music to my ear. Listening is part of cooking as well. And just make sure you're incorporating and mixing up the chicken well together, distributing the oil correctly, and just kind of working it so you're not sticking it to the bottom. Bring it up to a boil. Try to bring it up to a boil, and then close it and put it down to like a medium heat. Once you open it, you can see that the chicken juices have released it and incorporated with the oil. I mean, it's just going to bring so much flavor to the curry. That's why I like using chicken with bones, because it just extracts so much flavor. Keep working it, keep stirring it. As you see, more of the oil has been released from the chicken mixed with the canola oil. And we're going to be adding about a quarter tablespoon, I'd say a quarter cup of water as well. You don't need too much water, but the water is just going to help it just kind of make it more moist. So like I said, once we add a quarter cup of water, it's gonna mix with the chicken juices as well. A lot of the extraction of the juices from the chicken will come out, and you'll see a lot of the broth from the curry. Just keep working it. Make sure you're stirring it and getting all the flavors combined. Next ingredient we have, which is very important, is lime leaf, guys. Do not substitute anything with lime leaf. This is going to help cut the fattiness of the chicken and bring some freshness to the dish. All we're going to do is just tear a leaf, not a leaf, about 10 leaves, and just shred it with your hands into small pieces like Italians do with basil. And we're going to add it into the curry dish just so it brings, like I said, it cuts the fattiness, brings some brightness, a little bit of zest and citrus to the curry dish. So as you can see right now, the water mixed with the chicken juices. Most of that juice or liquid is coming from the juices of the chicken. We only put a quarter cup of water and look how much broth came out already. Like I said, chicken bone. Use chicken with bone. You got to work and eat with something good. Once it comes to the boil, let it simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. After an hour or 45 minutes of simmering right here, it's pretty much done. If you wanted to simmer it a little bit longer to have the broth a little bit thicker, totally up to you. But for me, it's my liking. So then we're going to add fresh lime leaf at the end just to brighten up everything. I like the taste and contrast of the fresh lime leaf as well. And just stir it up. Once you stir it up, get it incorporated, it's pretty much ready to serve, guys. So we're going to plate up. It's best served with jasmine rice. It's not a curry. A lot of Thai curries are not Indian curries where you use roti or anything like that. Jasmine rice is the way to go. Look at that beautiful color, nice broth. Before you saw there was barely any liquids. Now look at the liquids mixed with the rice. It's like heaven, guys. Look how beautiful that is.
Alright guys, finally finished. So it's time to taste this. But check this out, take a close-up of this, guys. Woo, looks beautiful. So I got some rice here, jasmine rice, some chicken. Oh wow. Chicken is super tender. Has a nice curry flavor to it. Not spicy, but spices. And then also, the sauce covers the rice, which makes it more flavorful. Sorry for my food in my mouth. Also, the lime leaf, so important here. Cuts the chicken, or the fattiness of the chicken. You gotta have the lime leaf. Don't substitute it for nothing else. It's so bomb. Take another bite. Oh, so good. So try this recipe at home. It's not that hard. It's just about finding the ingredients. Steps are easy. Recipe would be in the description below. You guys could definitely make it. Please like and subscribe my page, and yeah, and I'll be making more videos for you guys to watch and more recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and please try making this on the weekend for yourselves, guys. Really good recipe. All right, take care, guys. Goodbye.